It's mid to late January. Savannah and I have been exploring the Spanish mountains for a few days now. We've been at this really busy park up not far from a waterfall, but a huge storm is moving in, so we must retreat back to civilization for safety. The rain's come in hard and I was moved on by the police for parking in the wrong place. We shelter for a few days before heading back into the mountains to visit a really cool looking church. We move further inland to a new park up and I go for one of the most breathtaking walks of my life, making friends with squirrels, exploring woodlands and taking in the beautiful scenery. Finally, I meet back up with some van life friends in Camp Sol and temporarily rejoin civilization. I am Becca and this is week 7 of my European adventure. Just prepping my dinner, watching the Weather Channel because we've not got good weather coming in. This is all snow. I'm around here and I'm thinking this is probably the place I'm gonna stay. It gets way worse. These are the Pyrenees. It gets way worse up into France and I was sort of gonna head north a little bit, but I actually think this is the area I'm gonna stay. So basically, I never watch weather, but I'm just trying to work out where the best part is. So I think I'm gonna hang around this area a bit longer and avoid all of this. Look at it, mental. I have well and truly been spoilt this last month with sunshine pretty much every day, apart from like 4 days of a storm. And I've become a little wimp and I don't want to spend time in the bad weather. So we'll chase the sun and see what happens, and then we will go explore somewhere else. The benefit of living in a house that moves, I am going to avoid the bad weather as long as possible. I'm already thinking March is going to be the biggest shock ever. I didn't realise the average temperature in England in March is 9 degrees. That's going to be a bit of a shock to the system. This is Portugal, this is rain. That tiny thing, that's where I am in Spain. There's like the tiniest pocket of good weather. But I think I've chosen to stay in the right place because this down south is a mess, Portugal is a mess. I moved back to the nature reserve to get off the mountains, but I parked somewhere I wasn't allowed and was abruptly woken by the police the next morning and told to move on, which is fair enough. So I ended up parked where I stayed for 3 weeks by the lake, trying my best to shelter from the really high winds coming in and the rain that was forecast. You'll have to excuse me, I've just woken up. But considering how much the entire northern hemisphere has been battered by this storm, I think I'm getting off lightly. We had high winds last night, which is why I came down from Elche, because I was literally on the top of the mountains. And I knew this was coming, so I've come back to the place where I stayed for a while because I know it's safe and I knew it. I knew I'd be okay here, protected. And we had gusts of up to 100 kilometres an hour last night. I was pointing my nose into the wind, so it wasn't that bad, just a little bit of rocking. I mean, it is, but I'm used to it now. We've had a few of these, so it's not as bad as the first time I experienced it. And then today we've got rain and more high winds, but I think it's the tail end of it. But I've literally just been looking at videos from Canada and England and, you know, higher up in Europe. Even central Spain and Italy, Sicily's been absolutely battered. Things have been destroyed. So it's been a really serious storm, but by the looks of it, I have been in like the most sheltered spot in the whole of Europe. So I feel really lucky to kind of like not be in it because could be quite bad. People have died, you know. So yeah, just gonna stay in and hide today. I did a few jobs yesterday before it all picked up, which I'm glad about. So I've topped up on everything. I've just had to put the heating on for the first time in a month because it was 12 degrees this morning. So yeah, just got a couple of days of poor weather. So I will use this to have a little rest because sounds very spoiled, I know, but when the sun's out every day, you don't want to rest, you know, you want to be outside and in it. Probably some ingrained Englishness in me because we don't get the sun often, so every time the sun's out, we're like, right, you've got to get out and make the most of it. Well, that's been my life for the last month, so I've not really had any down days. It's kind of nice every now and then. I know I'm safe. I know I'm out of the way of any danger and they've got people around me if anything goes wrong. So I'm in the best possible place, but we're going to hunker down, and I'm not opening the door for the cat. I tried yesterday. As soon as you open the door, like her fur was like she was in a wind tunnel, and she just reversed. My cat is just like me. She's a fair weather cat. So we're going to have an inside day, maybe watch some films and have a chill out. And then hopefully it'll pass and we can move off again and explore somewhere new. But for the moment, I just knew I had to get off those mountains. So we've come back down to somewhere I knew. It was only a 40-minute drive away. You know, there's a couple of spots I wanted to try on the seafront and stuff, but I just didn't want to risk it without knowing when there's weather like this. Did what I thought was best. So we'll stay here until it passes and then we'll move off. By the next day, the rain had passed, so we went into town for a little explore. Like high-rise buildings just create these tunnels of wind. I don't even know how I just walked back. You could just like lean on the wind. It was absolutely mental. At least it's warm. Because the police had moved everyone on from the other location, I had to be parked side on in the van, which is the worst possible way when you've got wind. So we had to deal with being rocked around for a couple of days before finally being able to move off. I am back doing my water runs, but I am parked by the gate this time, so it's only about a 200-metre round trip. I've just filled my entire tank. I had another hair wash shower last night. I've hidden from the storm for 2 days, so I'm going to go back up. There was a little church that I wanted to see. Looks a bit like the one in Barcelona. So we're going to go see that, then go back to Elche, which was where we were a couple of days ago. And we came down here to hide from the storm, so we'll spend a night there. Then I've got 3 or 4 places off in the mountains that I want to go explore. So we're going to do that. I'm glad I came down here to hide from the storm last night. It was bad enough being down here. I felt like I was going to be blown away. But once again, I'm topping up water the old-fashioned way. I will be sad to say goodbye to these woods, but it's been an absolute pleasure. This one is an extra one, so I essentially have 106 litres of water. So I'm just going to put this one in the boot and then we'll drive off. It's about a 50-minute drive to this place and then maybe a 20-minute drive back to Elche. So not much today. I will miss the little squirrels though. I just heard it eating. There's so many here, they're so tame. And that one can live in there. Right, we'll go explore somewhere new. I do like these days. This one's ready. It's a shame, this place has been absolutely wonderful. But as you can see, it's cloudy, so let's move. Find a lorry, tuck behind it, use a slipstream, and we use less fuel. So I'm just chilling. Again, the camera can't pick them up, but the mountains in the distance are awesome. We're here. I had to go up some crazy windy roads again to get here, but somewhere over there, behind that castle, is a really cool church. So let's go have a look. I don't think I'll ever get over how beautiful Spain is to drive through. The roads are amazing, there's barely any traffic, the views are sensational. There's mountains everywhere, it's glorious. Right, Sweet Pea, you're gonna have to stay in here while I go explore for an hour. Okay? I'll give you a treat, let's get you in the back and hide you out of the way. Right, we'll give this one some food and then I'll leave this open with the fan on so she can have some airflow. And then I also close these just so nobody can see in. I mean, it's all a precaution, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So this one is all protected and in the back and out the way. She's got food, water, litter tray and fresh air, so she'll be fine. I'm only going to be an hour or so, but I always still don't really like leaving her. Right, she's all locked up. Let's go see what we can find up here. It's nice and quiet, which is good. Everywhere I go. Well, here it is. The intricate details around the doorway and the windows. It's beautiful with the stormy sky behind it. Well, that was pretty cool. I had a quick look around the restaurant and stuff. Nothing really much there to see, and you can't go in it, unfortunately. It is closed at the moment. There is an organ, a special organ that you can apparently hear play at some points, but and then we're literally on top of the world again. So I'll go back to the van and go back to the park at Winnow, and I need some food. I'm hungry. There's this cute little picnic area at the bottom, and guess what I've just spotted? Uh-oh. And we're parked up somewhere on the edge. Zero signal, but we've got a bit of sun, and you're out the way of the dogs. There were lots of dogs roaming free last time, so it wasn't great for her, so I've chosen a bit more on the edge today. Just moved to a new spot. Savannah is out sniffing, and we have found some peace and quiet. That's all forest, you can't really see it, but look at that, mega. There's only one other van here, which is an absolute treat considering what I've just come from. So we'll get settled, see how this one is. Looks good so far. Come about an hour north, haven't we, bubs? This entire section is all olive trees, even all the way up there. Just found all these, and I wonder if a squirrel or something is using that as a tool to crack open some shells to get some nuts out. Look at that. That's my theory. absolutely insane views. Mountains in the distance everywhere. I'm walking through a big woodland. It's gorgeous. Oh, you can hear the birds. I can actually see my van there, all the way over the other side of the mountain. Good girl, Cat is back. Hello, darling. Well, that's good timing, isn't it, Savs? Because the rain has just started. So we've just had a call from Steve, who is one of the guys that I spent Christmas with when I met my first English people. And they've gone all the way down to Tarifa and come all the way back in the space that I've just been chilling out in the same area. So they've just called. They're about 2 hours south of me, not far from Cartagena. And there's a few places around there that I want to go visit. And the weather's not great here. I've been here for 4 or 5 days. I've done an edit. I've gone for a lovely walk. This one's been out. She's come back in. So I have just got all the bins. There she goes. Just got all the bins emptied. And I've got this to fill up. There's a water tap here. However, I have another problem. The hose that I was using to siphon the water from this into my tank has got a hole in it. So it no longer works. I've tried to tape it up, but it just didn't work at all. So I'm on a mission to find a new piece of hose. And if I can't find one, there is like a campsite, an air that will charge you €3-5 to do your services and top up water and dump your waste. So I might have to use one of those while I'm down there. But I've got enough water for today and tomorrow, and I will go fill this up now. So this is another 6 litres, and I can use that to drink out of and stuff. But other than that, we are going to move. She's been asleep all morning. My sleeping patterns have gone skew with this last week. I only woke up at midday today. I'm staying up till like 4 in the morning at the minute. Oopsie. So I'm hoping going to spend time with some other people will regulate my schedules a little bit, because I'm a night owl. If I'm left to my own devices, I stay up all night long. But anyway, the weather's good there. It's meant to be 25 degrees tomorrow. And yeah, there's other places to explore down there. So little detour from the plans, because originally I was going to stay up, hang around in this area between Denia and Valencia for another couple of weeks before heading back. But we're going to drive another 2 hours south instead. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing some friends. I have missed them, but what they were doing was just not what I wanted to do. So they've gone off, we've gone off, and now we can come back together and hopefully spend a week or so together before we have to travel back north. Boo. You're in now, madam. Please. I need to come out here and go to the bin and fill up the water. But other than that, we've got a couple of hours drive, but apparently the next place is good for you. It's already been scouted out, okay? Yeah, good girl. Right, give me a minute. So this is where I've been staying. It's just a wasteland, car parky kind of thing. A few other vans here. I'm in the corner. Bins and water over here. Not a bad view when the weather's nice. Picnic benches here, and then water tap at the end, which is a push and hold one, which is slightly annoying, but never mind, and it's a bit slow. First time I've used it, but it'll do. Better than nothing. I've had a really nice few restful days here, but I'm ready to go do something else now. It was really weird. I was literally just looking on my app as to where I can go next, and then I get a phone call and he's like, come down here, we're near you again. That's nice having friends. I just wish I could fill up with my hose. This is getting a bit annoying now. Sexy socks and sliders going on. I've even had to switch the way I slept because I'm a tiny bit on the wonk that way, and I like my head being higher than my feet. Locked. Everything's locked. Water's there. We're all away. Cat's in. Let's go.
Keep that up now. Mind you, that's...
Right, I've arrived. I am back with my English pals. We're close to civilization. Oh my god, it's an absolute dream after spending however long in the mountains. And I've already found a replacement for my hose so I can do the water again. And I have been invited over to theirs for food. So I'm gonna go over there and spend the evening with them and have pasta, I think she's making, Nikki. And the weather's crap, as you can see. But I started off in 12 degrees today and then I've ended up in 18. So come another couple of hours south and it is a lot warmer. But yay, I'm gonna go explore all the shops tomorrow, so I'll show you around all of that because there's loads of stuff I need. And I haven't been near civilization for ages, so this will be good. Absolute treat. Oh, that was so nice. That was so lovely to be around people again. I love them, they're so funny. I've just laughed for like 4 hours. Lovely pasta dish. We even had garlic bread baguette. Nikki is a chef as her job, so it is sensational food. So that was really nice, lovely to be cooked for and to have loads of company. We will hang around for a few days maybe and then go off travelling somewhere else. But I'm going to go check out all the shops tomorrow. So let's go have a look. There's a few bits I need. I'm running out of like stuff, products. And obviously you can't find the same things in England. You can't find the same things here as in England. So we're going to go try find some alternatives and see if we can get sorted. I am happy with my purchase. It's a little bit longer than I needed. It's like 5 meters, but I can just cut it, can't I? And just use a little bit and then I've got a backup. But €5 for 5 meters worth of plastic tubing. So I can now have an alternative way to fill up water again, because that was very handy. Actually, that's what I might need to do tomorrow. I might need to go top up some water. There's a laundrette close by as well, and I am due my laundry, and you can apparently pay by card, which is good because I'm running out of cash. So got lots of jobs to do, but this evening now it is, what is it, like 9:30 now, so I've just had to put the heating on, which is unusual because it was 16 degrees in here, maybe because I haven't been in the van, so my body heat hasn't kept it warm. So I will do my nightly routine and get into bed and hopefully sleep sometime before 4 AM because last night was a long one. So, oh, actually, that's what he's done. You can buy over-the-counter gummies here, and no, they're not those type of gummies, sadly. Melatonin gummies. So Steve has given me a couple, so we're going to actually take one of those tonight and see if we can sleep at a reasonable hour. So yeah, I will catch you tomorrow and I'll feed you back on these, because if they're good enough, I'm going to buy them. You can just buy them over the counter here. So I love when there's different laws in places. All right, peace out, catch you tomorrow. The sun was back out the next day, thankfully, and we ended up staying several days because we are joined by 2 other van life families. So I'm going to end that vlog here, but join us next week for that. And also I explore the biggest TARDIS of a Chinese everything shop I've ever been in, but I did end up getting some quite useful bits from that. And then we enjoy a wonderful day of 25-degree heat before getting reported to the police for simply existing. So thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can do so over at Patreon or channel memberships. And if not, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out and stay wild.